for lunch. Starting five for tonight.
I think it's the same as the other day, right? So yeah, everybody's playing.
Brad, if you happen to meet Washington play, is there anything you won't show, or do you even go into that, think that deeply when you face a team that you could be meeting literally on Sunday?
Well, I mean, we've played 10 times in the past year, so you know, I think there's only so much you can do, and they do great stuff that's hard to guard, and you know, whether they do it tonight, right, and or they save it for game 2, 3, 4, whatever the case may be, it's still going to be really hard to guard, right? Mm-hmm. So you just do what you do best, and you adjust accordingly based on you know, when those times come. But we're just gonna play and hopefully do what we do best.
Do you pay attention to the scenarios? Because if you guys win tonight, it makes it less likely that you will face Washington. Is that something that
well, I mean,
you consider?
I think we all have an idea about the scenarios now, but it's, you know, as far as we're playing this game just like any other game, obviously. You know, no matter who we play out of the 3 teams, they're all excellent teams. They're all very difficult to play against. And Washington certainly is that way. I mean, Washington's super talented, getting back one of the best players in the NBA the last couple of weeks, and adding him to a team that, you know, obviously had a good run when he was out. So, you know, but our focus is on tonight, but we're aware of all of the, you know, obviously everybody's talking about it, everybody's paying attention to who people will play.
Does that affect how you deal with the fourth quarter? Are you looking to play that the same way that you did in the last game with Atlanta?
Not really. I mean, I think the biggest thing, and the other day was, I felt like our guys had played a lot up to that point. And then we started off the fourth really well, and you know, also it was an opportunity to give some of those other guys a chance to experience the pressure at the end of a game. Yeah. So, you know, I don't know that we'll be necessarily like that tonight, but we may. Who knows? We'll see.
Brad, Jayson could get some Rookie of the Year votes. I mean, can you summarize the type of season he's had, and maybe how surprising you've been probably earlier from what he was been able to do?
Well, I mean, I think we all felt like he could be a guy that would be in the discussion for any awards postseason, right? Obviously, this is an exceptionally strong rookie class, you know, and especially when you include Simmons in that as a guy that basically redshirted last year with the injury. And I think that, you know, at the end of the day, it's a heck of an honor to be in that discussion. But he's had a great rookie year. You know, I said on the radio this morning, I think that we probably anticipated coming into the year a guy that comes off the bench, plays 20 to 25 minutes a game, grows at, you know, at a rate that everybody feels comfortable with, and then you know, just threw him to the Wolves instead. And he's been able to handle it, and he's been great. And you know what? We need him to be great. And so it's just, you know, it's a fun opportunity for him.
What have you seen from Shemi as of late for him just being able to attack the basket and making the right reads?
He just needs to do what he does best. We need him to make open shots, and we need him to attack when appropriate, cut when appropriate. He doesn't have to overdo it. He just needs to, you know, do those things, and then he needs to be great defensively. You know, that's kind of the key for him as we move into the next couple weeks. Like, he just can't be a guy that's just another defender out there. He needs to be a guy that's a real plus on the defensive end. Because he's a guy that can match up physically with a lot of different positions.
Brad, injuries obviously played a part for the Wizards where they are this year, namely John Wall missing half the season. They are kind of where they are. You guys are obviously injuries, or you guys have had literally the second the season started. How have you guys been able to stay up where you are this year to get number 2 seed?
You know, we've had guys that have, you know, really stepped up and played to their roles well when called upon. I think one of the keys to our group has been when we have had most of our team available, obviously with the exception of Gordon, but when we've had 13 healthy bodies, the guys that, you know, aren't playing as much are just preparing for their time. They're not really getting too caught up in not playing. And then when we've had the injuries, they've been ready to go. And that's been huge for us, you know, whether it's Shane Larkin, Shemi, Gershon at times, Nader. The bench has just been very reliable in trying to do what they do best. And, I really appreciate that about them. And they've won us a lot of games. And there's such a small margin between being good and, second, 7th, 10th, 12th. It's just not that much of a difference. So, ultimately, we've just been fortunate that guys have been able to pull some games out.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you.